Hi, it's time to talk about Selenium Test Automation Framework. Selenium is an open source suite of automation testing tools and libraries dedicated for rapid functional testing automation across most popular and up-to-date web browsers in order to eliminate repetitive regular approach testing that consumes time and effort. Selenium totally conforms with the Agile approach and DevOps CI/CD as continuous integration, delivery, and production deployment principles to endorse the daily business operations seamless delivery workflow. Apache Maven is a software project automation management tool that is based on POM.xml file as project object model and primarily used for Java projects for build, dependency, and documentation. Selenium-based test automation framework structure. First, select programming language and IDE, for example, like Java and Eclipse. Second, select appropriate project's framework type, for example, like Selenium WebDriver and TestNG. 3. Download, install, and create from Apache Maven project and populate POM.xml file with repository dependencies. Number 4. Implement factory assembly line principle. When we apply as page object model, while we separate our web elements getters and major functionalities and locate them in separate folders. Number 5. Implement advanced execution results collected using extend reports. Number 6. Implement additional execution information collected using Apache Log4j, please note if necessary. Number 7. Implement specific browsers desired capabilities, once again note if necessary. Number 8. It's optionally share project code using A. Jenkins as an open source version and continuous integration control tool. B. GitHub as an open source code version control software hosting platform that uses Git to allow team make separate changes to web project at the same time. Now please note that before we start, you need to go to Apache Maven site and download Apache Maven. Where you can download the version you require. Select the package which you need. Then you need to install Maven, and please consult with Apache Maven installing Apache Maven, where they write the installation of Apache Maven is a very simple process for extracting the archive and adding the bin directory with the mvn command to the path. Please check it out. I have installed it on my machine. Then we're gonna be checking Maven archetype quick start. We're gonna be using it, Maven quick start archetype. We're gonna be using it for creating this one, Maven archetype quick start. We're gonna be using it to create new Maven project. Then we're gonna be using, when you select for Maven a repository, we're gonna be using, when we go there, we're gonna be using them for Maven dependencies. Now, what seems to be a problem with I'll start next. Okay, every browser like Chrome, Edge, and Firefox, they have specific web drivers. But the problem is because all these browsers, especially Chrome and Edge, they are automatically updated way too often. So the problem is that sometimes people who are responsible for these web drivers on time up, updates, they don't have time to do it on time. So if you check it, download Chrome web drivers, you need to check for current releases. However, I will show you how to bypass it. Then Edge driver download from Microsoft Edge. You need to get the latest version. And for Firefox, it's called Firefox Mozilla Gecko driver download. Also, if you are 100% automation developer, to share source code with your team, if you're using multiple members on your team, you might be using Jenkins and or GitHub. Now I'm in Eclipse, and in Package Explorer I could use right-click New, not Java or Maven project, or I'm going to File, New, Maven project. Click on it. Right now, do not check this one. Create a simple project, skip archetype selection. Leave it empty. Click Next. And here, I will call it automation. Sorry, I returned back and I unchecked it. Like I promised, we're gonna be going like that. And here, I need to find something. You remember Maven Quick Start Archetype to create POM.xml file. We need to copy this one, copy, and place it right here to filter. Right now, it's filtered out, and we need to pick up this one, Organization Apache Maven Archetypes. Click Next. Here I will name it Automation, leave everything by default. You need to populate group ID and artifact ID. And please click Finish. A build will be started. As you can see, archetype based on a template. Building Maven stub project. And we got build success. So right now I need to expand my new automation project. First of all, I need to check here Maven dependencies. Expand it. And right now we have only 2 of them. If I click on POM.xml file, Right now, the file itself is okay. JUnit dependency is populated by default. However, here under dependencies, we're gonna be implementing new dependencies. Right now, I return to Maven repository site. And first of all, I'm looking for Selenium. I need this one, Selenium Java from org. Okay, and I'm looking for some kind of release. I will simply pick up the latest version. And if we go down, right here, you simply need to click on it, on dependency. Copy it. And right now I'm pasting it into my POM project object model XML file. Then I need to add another dependency. Now, to avoid constantly update Chrome, Edge, Firefox browser, web drivers, we will be using such element like web driver manager. Enter. And here it is. WebDriver Manager from Bonnie Garcia. This one. And please make sure that you always pick up the latest release. June 24, June 24. I'll pick up this one. WebDriver Manager. Automate driver management and other helper features for Selenium WebDriver in Java. Do not know this, copy it, and paste it. Now, format our code and save your file. Now, close project object model XML file and refresh your automation project. Let's take a look at Maven dependencies now. As you can see, they were added. Selenium, WebDriver Manager. Also, you can see it. Right-click, go to Properties, and in Java build path, you can check libraries, Maven dependencies. If you need, you can add external jars here. Cancel. Right now, we're gonna create a file. Clear. I'll expand source test Java, this automation, and I will delete this defaulted file. I will delete this automation package, and I will add under source test Java new package. I'm gonna call it package 01. Browsers. Okay. Under this package, I'm gonna add a new class, and I'm going to call it Chrome browser. It's enough. And please add main method. Click finish. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, scenario. Navigate to web site using Chrome automation. Okay. Lesson objective would be utilize web driver manager instead of regular web drivers. Okay. And here we start. First of all, step 1. Step 1 would be set up WebDriver Manager for Chrome browser. For this, we're gonna do next thing. WebDriver Manager period Chrome driver period setup function. Good. Step number 2. Create WebDriver instance. Now create an instance of WebDriver. An instance of WebDriver. Now I'd like to notice something. There is no error here, WebDriver Manager, because automatically it was imported here. WebDriver Manager. For this, I'm gonna be writing WebDriver object. Variable name would be simply driver as new Chrome driver object. Right now, I have red lines and I need to import them. Import org OpenQA OpenQA Selenium, and from Selenium we need object WebDriver from OpenQA Selenium. Second one, from Selenium we need to select Chrome, and from Chrome driver. Once we imported these two, the errors are gone. Now step number 3. Step number 3 will be navigate to website. For this, I'm gonna be using driver variable, simple method get string URL, and here I specially selected not topic neutral and not related to anything website. Now I would say that we need to implement another step. Step 4, meantime, I'll set step 4, okay. Maximize browser window. For this, I'm gonna be using driver element, period, manage what? Manage window, and window as property maximize. Semicolon to execute. Now step number 5 would be, let's stay for a while, okay? Number 5, stay idle in the browser because execution happens way too fast, so I'd like to make it visual. To do it, I'm gonna be using thread object, period sleep in milliseconds, semicolon to execute. I'm going to stay like 3 seconds, let's say. Okay, and right here I'm being offered a choice to add throws declaration or surround with try catch methods. Okay, for a change, I'd like to add throw declaration. It's gonna be happening right here. Choose it, first one. Interrupted exceptions. Okay. And after being idle, I'd like to quit from browser. Step 6. Quit the browser. Simply speaking, driver. Quit method. Now, I'd like to be oriented here in my console. What's going to be happen? So I'd like to write something. WebDriver Manager setup. So before this, this is first step 1. I should really step 1. Step 1 is being set up. Okay. Here notification 2. Step 2. Oh, it's not worth it. Sorry. Here navigating. Step 3. Navigating to site. To web site. Step 2. WebDriver. Chrome instance created. Now WebDriver. Okay, then step 4. I'd like to maximizing window. Step 4. Maximizing browser window. And step 5. Step 5, step 6 probably. Sleeping, we're gonna be sleeping. Step 6. With the browser here. Sleep for 3 seconds. Seconds. Okay. So right now at this point, basically we're doing okay. And I'd like to run it for a test. First, I need to save it. So I will pop it up a little bit right here. And right click, run. Okay, Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. Maximizing window. And done. Okay, so what did we get? Got step 1, WebDriver Manager setup, Chrome instance created, navigating to website, step 4 maximizing, step 5 sleep, step 6 quit browser. Okay, now I'd like to, before I'll go to the next test, I'd like to explain something else. There is such thing as Selenium weights, mostly explicit, implicit, and fluent. You can check on Selenium site weighting strategies, but mostly it's implicit, explicit, and fluent weight. What's the difference between implicit and explicit? Implicit weight is set up from the beginning of your test to allow all web elements to be loaded with certain timeout, and explicit is used for specific web element. To set implicit weight, I recommend you to do it right after you declared a driver. I will place a comment. Declare implicit weight to allow page web elements to be loaded. To allow all. Okay. So we're gonna do it right now. Driver. Manage. Manage what? Manage time, timeouts, and timeouts. Implicitly wait duration. Duration object of seconds, and number of seconds I'd like to put 10 here. Probably I need to print something out again. Sub step 2 would be timeout web page elements timeout is 10 seconds. Okay, here important, I'll push it like that to be readable. Okay, so we set here implicitly wait here. Duration of seconds, 10 seconds to be allowed. Okay, right now I'm gonna clean it again and let's rerun it again. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good and pretty clear result. Now we will learn how to do same for Edge browser. See you in the next lecture.